Top 10 film adaptations that fans absolutely hated. The idea of film adaptation is not nearly a new concept. For decades, many films have been adapted from novels, books, and other methods that were used to inspire the production crew. Many times, these film adaptations are naturally widely popular due to a pre-existent fan base. These adapted films are naturally hit for an already existing fan base. However, there are also specific occasions in which film adaptations are hated by previous fans for various reasons. Number 1. The Young Four. The Young Four is a film that had been adapted from the book series I Am Number 4. The book series had always been loved and adored, but as the film adaptation came around, it had seemed to had let down the book. Critics say that the reason for many people's hatred of the film stemmed from bad acting and boring scripting. Number 2. Playing with Scissors. The film Playing with Scissors, which was adapted from a book called Running with Scissors, was a literal translation of the book it had been inspired by. The book had been known for its charm and humor, but the filmmakers had ultimately failed to present it in this beloved way. Thus, Playing with Scissors was very much hated by its audience. Number 3. The Time Machine. The Time Machine was a movie made over the classic novel, The Time Machine, by H.G. Wells. Movie analyzers had said its cinematography wasn't very impressive overall. Its visuals were substandard, causing audiences to respond poorly to the movie. Number 4. A Walk to Remember. A Walk to Remember is a romantic drama based on a book of the same name. The movie was weighty to many viewers. For example, the lead actress had been new to acting and wasn't able to perform well on screen. As a result of her lacking acting skill, audiences didn't seem to resonate with the movie as well as they could have. Number 5. Gulliver's Travels. Many people know about Gulliver's Travels, as well as the book from which it was adopted. As the film was intended to be aimed towards comedy drama, it was much less humorous than expected. Many audiences found it very difficult to make sense of, and so, for that, this movie was also a great disappointment for the viewers. Number 6. Aragon. Aragon, a movie which was inspired by the fantasy novel series The Inheritance Cycle, is very well known. Although it had a very large fan base, many audiences said that the movie had a lack of charm, as well as creativity. Naturally, the film wasn't able to perform well and was counted as a hated movie. Number 7. The Dark Tower. Following the same named book series, The Dark Tower movie was made. The novel had already been famous, and so the production team had assumed that the film would also perform well. In the end, the movie turned out to be quite boring and obvious, so that it was not well appreciated by audiences. Number 8. Vampire Academy. Vampire Academy was a film created over a fantasy novel, which was widely known as being a magical book. Unfortunately, the film was unable to retain the charm of the book it had been based on, and so Vampire Academy was listed as a hated film. It was thought that after movies such as Twilight, this film would be found to perform well. In reality, it appeared as if it were nothing more than a translation that lacked creativity. Number 9. Jumper. Jumper is a movie based in science fiction, with the genre having a large fan base and therefore popularity. Jumper was a massive disappointment. Some say that it was very difficult to watch, particularly due to the fact that the movie's evil character motivation was difficult to make sense of. In the end, Jumper was left with a low rating and was hated by the audiences. Number 10. The Seeker, The Dark is Rising. The Seeker, The Dark is Rising generally felt very negative across the board. Critics say that the film was poorly copied, and since the novel was poorly crafted, so was the film. Audiences went forward to leave the film with a low rating.